The top secret project. He said he would show me when I got home, which is usually how it all begins.
It's not done, so be nice. Hey everybody, welcome back to Runaway Roses. I'm Todd.
And I'm Carla.
And today we have some big news that we want to share with you.
Yeah, some you probably could have seen it coming a mile away if you saw one of our last videos.
That's right. It's pretty big for us, and we're making some major changes here. And it's taking a little bit of work, but if you want to check it out, stick around. Okay, Carla, what's the big news?
The big news is we got a new truck.
That's right. Let's check it out. There it is. It's a 2022 Ram 4500.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, we got it, it's almost been a couple months ago.
Yep.
And you're gonna have to excuse it is kind of dirty. I haven't even washed it since we've had it. But it's a 4500. And we put the skirted flatbed on the back, and it's a Laramie. So let's just do a quick little walk around, check it out. Carla, you want to open the boxes there?
Yeah, this is awesome. Now we have extra storage.
Yeah, that extra storage is going to be awesome. Haven't really put everything in it that we're going to need or really filled them up yet, but so storage on both sides. So it goes pretty deep in there. Get the fuel fill there, and the DEF fluid is over there on that end. So, which is kind of nice because that way you can't really, mess up and put the DEF fluid in the fuel tank.
Todd added some side steps.
Yeah, I did add the side steps down there. It didn't come with the side steps on there, but after we bought it, we found somebody that had some for sale here locally off a brand new Ram Laramie Longhorn. And so we bought those, and I bought the kit with the nut certs to fit underneath there and bolt it right up. So it is a little long, as you can see there, but it actually fits right underneath the bed, and there's about a 1/2 inch gap. So hasn't been a problem yet. But definitely needed it because it was tall.
Yeah, I couldn't get in.
Yeah, you had to like jump in. It's a tall truck.
Yeah.
So quick little walk around. It does have the 2 15/16, I think it is, the ball in there. If I can lift that up. In there, I got some extra wiring going on that I've done since I've had it back here at the house. I added this 7-way pin plug here, so that way the camper's right here, can just plug it right in. So that's one of the things I had changed. The bed on it is a PJ bed, and so far it's really nice. It's got the same hitch and ball and everything that the CM beds. Actually, the guy that sold it to me said that they're actually made by CM. I don't know about that for sure, but it's got the same B&W receiver and ball. One thing I do like about it is it has a step right here, so you can actually climb in a little bit easier. And then, of course, it has the rails and the stake pockets down the side. It's got the 19.5 inch aluminum wheels, and it's nice. We like it. Yeah. It rides pretty nice for a 4500, which is pretty firm suspension.
It was about after you did the mods to the 3500. I feel like this is almost as stiff as, or that was almost as stiff as this is.
Yeah, I have to agree. Our last truck, after we put the heavy duty sway bars front and rear, I mean, they definitely helped that truck big time.
Oh, yeah.
But it also stiffened up the ride big time too. And so with this truck, with it's a steel bed on the back, so that adds like 1,200-1,300 pounds. So that does help help it ride a little bit better, having a little bit of weight back there. Of course, that does also come off of the payload capacity of the truck. But
and it does ride really good with the camper on. We have tried it out now.
yeah, we have put the camper on there and driven it around. I'll put a clip in there of what the truck looks like with the camper on. There's the new rig, our 2020 Bigfoot 10.4 on our 2022 Ram 4500 with a skirted flatbed. So we're really loving that, and worked out quite well, fit well. Let's do a quick walk around on it. Let's check it out. It's a good looking rig right there. Super excited to get out and go camping. Just kind of been working out all the details on getting it changed over to a flatbed versus a pickup, because there definitely are some challenges and differences there in order to put the truck camper on a flatbed. So been working that out, but I think I got that for now. Probably will eventually put some boxes up there or something, build a rail across there. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. But for now, we can go camping. Got it strapped down. It's looking good. You can see underneath the back here. Got the hitch. It comes back a little further than it would on a pickup bed, but that just makes for a little more stability. And back here where the Bigfoot hangs down below that edge there, so but got it lined up, so just got that much space on each side, and it's worked out perfect. Did build this bumper up here, a spacer for the bumper out of 2x10, some 2x6s, and just cut those to the proper width. And so far, it's been working great. And then on the end, I just kind of cut it in line with the headache rack, so it's really supported by the headache rack as well as the blocks in the center. So what I'm probably going to do is paint it, drill it out, and maybe tap the bar and put a bolt in there or something. I'm not sure yet to make that kind of permanent. But that's the new rig. Looking forward to getting out and going camping. It's going to be a lot of fun hitting the road with this. Having all that extra storage down there. It does have the wide track front end, as you can see there. So it steers very well. You can turn around in a nice tight spot. And it's amazing, the suspension back here. I don't know if I can get the camera in there. With the overload springs, when I put the camper on there, it's still not touching the overload springs. That's how strong those springs are. So it's pretty amazing. And that's, 4,700 pounds on the back of the bed, and it's not even touching the overload springs yet. It's close, but not quite yet. So we're probably going to put a Kelderman air system on.
Yep. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and then that way, at least in the back, the two links, so that it can go up and down 4 or 5 inches, something like that. As my neighbor's over there doing some grinding. Do a quick shot of the inside.
These seats are cool. They have sort of a faux suede insert there, and they're all leather.
Yeah, the seats are very comfortable.
Yeah.
Like the seats.
Heated.
It's not quite as loaded as our last truck, but it's close. It's got the 8.4-inch screen. It's got the heated seats and heated steering wheel. Does not have the cooled seats. It does have the upfitter switches there. Crank it up here.
Streamline. Explore.
Only have 886 miles on it. We haven't driven it far for having it 2 months almost.
Well, he picked it up in Florida and drove it home from there. So I was in Jacksonville, and so that was a few hundred miles there.
Yeah, you may have seen a little cameo in our DNH video. That was this truck that I mentioned in there. So it's got a thing that slides forward and back, and storage and cup holders, and very nice truck. There's no sunroof, but don't really care about sunroof. Never really use it in less truck.
If you're looking to upgrade right now, it's kind of a good time. We were able to do it pretty easily without spending too much money. So it was actually kind of shocking.
Yeah, that's right. Just to quickly give you a little backstory on the reason we even got this truck. We weren't exactly looking to go buy this truck, but we were looking to possibly add a flatbed onto our old truck. And then if we did that, that was just going to make that truck overweight. So by quite a bit, because it only had a GVWR of 14,000 pounds. This truck has a GVWR of 16,500 pounds. And so, you know, it's a good bit more. So there's no use in spending $7,000-8,000 on our other truck and making it even more overweight than it already is by adding a flatbed on it.
Yeah, and as you saw maybe in a previous video, we looked at 3,500 with a flatbed, and that obviously wouldn't solve our overweight problem. In fact, it may have been worse.
Yeah, it probably would have been worse, actually. That's right. So we were kind of looking around at, you know, a little bit just to see what our options were. And I was looking at some other 4,500 and 5,500 trucks similar to this. I knew I wanted to stay away from the 19 and 20 models because of their CP4 fuel pump problems that they have, which is kind of scary. But, you know, if the price was good enough, I may have done it. But the prices were not good enough. I mean, for the used ones I was looking at were literally more than what we paid for this truck, brand new. Which, so it didn't make any sense, at least where we're at, where we were looking in the southeast. So I found this truck down in Jacksonville, and they gave us $11,000 more for our old truck than what we paid for it. So not including the bed, which we were either going to put one on our old truck or put one on a, you know, newer cab chassis. So not including the bed, it was literally $7,300 difference to go get a brand new truck. So a little less than that, actually. But so it was kind of crazy I figured, well, you know, $7,300, we got a brand new truck, 100,000 mile warranty. Our other truck is paid for, so it was just a matter of paying the difference. And so we decided.
That's what we did, and here we are.
Yeah, here we are. So now we're having to get used to the flatbed. There are some differences with the flatbed and putting the truck camper on the flatbed. We plan on making a video on that, on some of the changes that had to take place in order to do that, because there are some differences, or at least that we've experienced for our setup. So we're gonna do that. But we have some other things coming up. We're gonna be putting in the sea level tank monitoring system. I got that in the garage there, and just yesterday I was working on making a new tabletop for inside our camper. We'll show you a little clip of that. And basically we still need to laminate it. I already made the table, just need to take it back out and laminate it. We need to go pick out some laminate.
Here's the old table. I came home and Todd told me he had a project that he had been working on when I wasn't here.
Top secret.
A top secret project. He said he would show me when I got home, which is usually how it all begins.
Yeah. So.
And when I got home, this is what I saw laying here, and I knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah. Let's go in and take a look. It's not done, so be nice. But it's getting there. Turn some lights on here. So there's the table. So it's quite a bit shorter right here. The other table would come out here and then go back at an angle. So it kind of gives more room. Makes it just feel a little bit roomier when you're standing there, or a little bit of room to where we can get by each other.
Intentionally, as he said, it makes it feel like there's more room here. Kind of opens it up a little bit. It actually also gives him a little bit more room for his foot right here, as far as like, you know, putting both his feet down.
And maybe Taylor can actually jump up on the dinette there to look out the window. Don't really know. Got the cushions kind of messed up, so that's the project there. What it is it's a plywood. I believe it was I want to say birch plywood, but I forget. I bought it a long time ago. I used it for something else, and then there's the bottom of it, which I basically kind of made it very similar to the original table. The brackets aren't fully mounted up, but as you can see, it's just kind of there. So, and Carly made some curtains for the back window here.
So we were having trouble with a shade for this, as most of you who have Bigfoots or anybody else knows with truck campers. Light coming in here is kind of annoying, especially in the bed. So I bought this blackout curtain at Big Lots for $8 on clearance, and I dyed it to make it match in here, and then I cut it and sewed it and put a curtain rod here. And right now it's up with a command tapes on each side. We're going to see how long that will hold. It seems like it's doing okay for now, but I did have finials on the end of it, and Todd opened the cabinet and knocked the side down, but for now it's working.
Yeah. I mean, if we have to put a couple little screws in there to hold it, we can.
It should be fine.
Not a big
I was
deal,
trying
but
to do it without having to. I know it's wrinkly. I need to iron it, but it works. I think it'll work pretty good. We haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
So that's that. And what else? Sea level. We finally got our sea level, so
Yeah, we're looking forward to putting that in.
yeah.
That's going to be awesome. Have the digital tank monitoring system, so you don't have this crappy little system we got there, and you know, that 1/3, 2/3, and full.
And this is something we've been talking about doing for a long time. I think we were even talked about it in previous campers, but we never got around to doing it. So
Finally got it. We just got to get it installed. So that'll be coming up here real soon.
yeah, and then we hope to get camping soon too.
That's right. If you're still watching, we appreciate it. I know it's been probably a little bit long here, but we've been kind of busy for the past couple months. You know, we've had some other stuff going on, so we're trying to get back in the groove of doing some more camping and some camper projects.
Yep.
We appreciate you hanging around, and we'll see you next time on Runaway Roses. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.